President of Iran, France, Pezeshkian, was interviewed by one of the US media outlets, and he once again stated that, and this is quote, "We will never seek nuclear weapons. Unfounded accusations are unacceptable," he said. And it was a Fox news that he told about it. And you know what? He might be correct. He might be correct. Maybe despite the recent Israeli-US attacks on Iran, Iranian leadership still not considering to build nuclear weapons. And you know why? This might be the case because of this report that allegedly a senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader stated that Tehran should consider joining the new Saudi-Pakistani defense agreement, proposing Iran, Iraq, and others form a collective security bloc too. And if true, by the way, if Iran, I spoke about this topic in today's first update, but this is big deal, and I think worth our attention. If Iran will gain nuclear umbrella as Saudi Arabia did from Pakistan, then in that case, why would they build nuclear weapons? Yet again, if Pakistan offers Iran such an agreement as they did with Saudi Arabia about mutual defense agreement alliance, that will mean that Pakistan is basically mostly free of US influence, right? And allies big time on Chinese support, Chinese assistance. And when it comes to China, by the way, if we can say anything about Chinese interests in the Middle East, this interest is, first of all, stability there. Because I said many times before, globalists, neocons, Zionists, they are seeking for their own interests, for their own reasons that might be different, but they are on the same page when it comes to provoking a regional war in the Middle East, right? Globalists and neocons are seeking regional war to cut off navigation, shut down navigation in the Persian Gulf, and cut off China and the global South in general from Middle Eastern energy sources, to harm basically rapid development economies of the global South, and somehow stop rapid advancements of their economies there, including in China, right? And therefore, China will seek exactly the opposite, right? If China wants anything in regards to Middle East, is a stability. Stability. No wars, by the way. And Russia is on the same page. Russia don't want to see no regional wars in the Middle East. I think India is on the same page, right? They don't want to see no freaking regional war in the Middle East. And therefore, if this topic is already being discussed, and probably it was discussed between Tehran and Islamabad, otherwise I don't think a senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader will even say anything about it. If this topic is discussed and Islamabad and Tehran will sign up for such an agreement on a mutual defense, which will give Iran nuclear umbrella from Pakistan, that will mean that first of all, globalists, neocons, and Zionists gonna struggle to provoke regional war, and that will also mean that Pakistan, maybe surprisingly for some, but actually is more free from US influence than many were expecting. And China maybe actually won struggle with the US over their influence in Islamabad. And by the way, Chinese defense minister just a couple of days ago, I believe, had an interview with one of their US or British hosts from alternative media, by the way. And he said, he was asked directly which side Pakistan is allying itself with China and or US. And Pakistan's defense minister was trying to say, you know what, we're doing good with US and so on. But nevertheless, I mean, he still said that, China is a neighbor, so Pakistan is seeking closer ties with China. So this is big deal, man. This is big deal. And well, globalists, because of these developments that are happening right now, these days, by the way, just a couple of days ago, Islamabad and Riyadh announced their mutual military agreement, the defense pact. Now Iran is saying that they will consider to join this pact if possible. Well, this will force, of course, globalists, neocons, and the Zionists to accelerate their destructive plans in regards to region. And so I guess there is a high risk that Israel and US might attack Iran in very short time before Iran has agreement with Pakistan. This might happen, by the way. This might happen. Anyways, let's continue to observe the developments there. But something very serious is happening in the Middle East, and these developments have not been discussed in either MSM, by the way, widely, or even in alternative media. I don't know why. I did pay attention to these developments, and you know about it, friends. I talked about Pakistani-Saudi agreement. I'm talking about potential Iran Pakistan agreement, which will give them two nuclear umbrella. This is serious stuff that is happening. And also, dear friends, when it comes to Iran, there was reports today on number of Telegram channels on Russian or pro-Russian segment of this platform that on September 27, 2 days ago, AN 124, basically, Russian heavy transport aircraft of the Russian Aerospace Forces flew from Irkutsk to Tehran. And cargo is unknown, but Irkutsk hosts Irkut Aviation Plant, which manufactures, among other things, Su-30 fighters of various variations, and also Yak-130 combat trainers. Yet again, who knows what else? Who knows what else? And one might argue that some advanced fighter jets have been transferred to Iran from Russia, maybe some other military equipment. It's also a possibility, which is good, by the way, which is good. Just a couple of days ago, dear friends, a number of sources on internet, in Russian segment of internet, were reporting that MiG-29s, modernized MiG-29s, were spotted in Iran, even over the Tehran at one point, which is interesting. Maybe Iranian Air Force is getting some significant assistance, by the way, right, from Russian side, and I think China is providing with all sorts of weapons too. I'm quite sure about it. And dear friends, right now, Viper, a member of our community on Rumble, gifted her two premium subscriptions to my Rumble channel, to members of our community. Thank you very much, Viper, for your support and assistance. Thank you very much. And I will highlight this in after news segment, of course. And dear friends, let me just remind you that you can use Super Chat while I'm online. You can use Super Chat to donate to the channel, or PayPal or Boosty platforms. And so, yes, interesting news, isn't it? Interesting news that 2 days ago, Russian AN-124, biggest plane in service right now in the world, by the way, has transferred something from Russia to Tehran. I guess some advanced military equipment. Hello everyone, I hope you find informative and useful this short clip from main news update, and if so, please click that like button and leave some commentary just about anything. It might help to deal with the algorithm and reach wider audience. And if you like my work in general and want to support to save this media project, you can assist through several ways. You can donate to this project through PayPal platform or Boosty, also with the crypto currencies. Or you can subscribe to my Patreon page and page on Boosty, where I have quite a lot of extra content on regular basis. All the links are on this video in description box and in the pinned comment. And of course, many thanks to everyone who already helped and continues to support. Thank you.